Well, Cancer, this one is for you. Yes, it's your time. It's Tarot Lumination with your August 2017 general reading for you, dear Cancer. Cancer Mark 1, okay? Now, if you do what you got to do, read for Sun, Moon, and Rising. But if you've read for some of the others already, you'll already recognize a theme. It's all about refurbishment because of all the eclipses, okay? We're coming right into it right now in August. We got the full moon in early August. We got the new moon eclipse at the end of August. And we got another Leo new moon right at the end of July. So it's a huge pressure on the Leo North Node eclipse energy and saying goodbye to the obsolete Aquarian energies that need to be released, keeping all the good stuff of the Aquarian energies that can be brought forward as a form of treasure as you evolve and grow, dear Cancer, into your Leo North Node version of your higher self, okay? For the good of everybody, for the good of the planet, and just for the good of you. So it's a lot to ask for. It's a lot to do in 1 month, and it can't all be done in 1 month, so it's not going to happen that way. It's a very extensive period starting in August. You might have been feeling the build-up to it already. But if you think of, let's see, like the new moon at the end of July, the new moon at the end of August, and the full moon right in the middle. It's all about this Leo energy eclipse. And for you, Cancer, that's going to be very much to do with the energy of self-worth and intimacy, shared resources, and your own resources, and how those pan out in the context of very intimate relationships. So, like with all the other signs, it's about refurbishment, and the eclipses where everything that's obsolete and redundant is going to be eclipsed away. Either you let it happen or you fight it, but either way, it's going to go. So let's hope we do it the fun, easy way. We've already shuffled. Cards were already pre-shuffled, but we shuffled up to the very last second just to give you a witness. Okay? So here we are. Let's just go for it. Here's the general vibe for you for the eclipse, for the eclipses. Here's where you're coming into it out of July in the last 19 years. Here's where you are with the ever-present now. And here's where you are when you're starting to actually move into the energy of the eclipses themselves. If you can imagine, like we did with the other signs, a large conveyor belt, like those big car washes where you put your car in on one end and then it just gets dragged through, it goes through the plastic walls and the hanging, anti-spray devices. And then it goes through all the whirligigs and the sprays, and the guys are working on it doing this and that, and then it comes out the other end, and then it gets all sparkleized and buffed, and then you become Cancer Mark 2. You drive in as Cancer Mark 1, and you come out as Cancer Mark 2. But it's not just going to be one thing that happens in August. It's going to take months for this process to unfold. You're actually going into the process in August, all right? So as you head into it with this energy, how are you going to get through the process of refurbishment effectively so you don't get hurt or beaten up or you don't take it personally, all right? Did I just say that? Anyway, so and what happens to you, what comes to you as you go through your upgrades? So when you do this refurbishment, it's like every aspect of you, Cancer Mark 1, that is not working for you according to the will of heaven is going to be either gently or forcefully removed because it's obsolete and it's redundant and it's no longer serving you, which means it's no longer serving anybody else. And if you think of yourself as a computer and a full-frame computer, and that part's all good, we're just talking about the operating systems and the softwares and the browsers and things like that, which is basically digital code. It's all invisible stuff, but it's all very, very real. It's all very much part of your life and your world. And all that's going to happen is you're going to be saying goodbye to all the virally infected things, all the old programs that are redundant, and all the space that's left is now going to be filled up with brand new downloads. You're going to be better than ever before. Same computer, same person, same Cancer Mark 1, but turning and refurbished into the upgraded Cancer Mark 2. So it's a scary process. Let's just admit it. And you might be hoping that it works out this way, or scared that it doesn't work out this way. And then where does that all lead you? Coming out of the eclipses and heading into later in September and October and November. So this is a broad reading. The energy is going to extend for months, which is unusual for a little tarot reading, but this is a very, very important month. Not only that, there's a lot of retrogrades, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and eventually Mercury retrograde. So that's Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. That's 5 major retrogrades, like wall to wall, simultaneously through August. So the retrogrades are acting like a backup system to the eclipses. So it might feel as though you're being literally put through a mincer, a grinder, and all the stuff that's obsolete gets ripped out and the cool stuff gets installed. Okay? So underneath we have the energy that surrounds you. Look at you, lucky, lucky, lucky Cancer. Yay, yay, yay. Wouldn't it be awesome if everybody had this cup as the surrounding energy? So for you, dear Cancer, this is a divinely ordained opportunity for you to be downloaded with the ultimate operating system, the premium, ultimate, highest grade operating system, which is love. Okay, so it's almost like you're basically lucky, Cancer. This is I'm kind of blown away, honestly, by this. I was not expecting it at all, but it's a wonderful thing. If you treat this whole eclipse season and the new version of you that's coming out of it, if you treat this as an amazing opportunity to start a whole new life, literally, from the inside out. I'm not saying get a new job, get divorced, get married, sell your kids on eBay, and start taking drugs or stop taking drugs or whatever it is you do, and you're self-medicating or whatever it is, and start to do yoga and meditation. None of that. I'm talking about what happens on the inside at the soul level. This is an amazing opportunity where you get, it's almost like I don't need to read the rest of these cards. This is the supporting energy for you. It's coming at you. It's surrounding you. You're swirling in it and you're swimming in it. And even if you don't know, it's there and it's all around you. Love is all around you, Cancer. And all you have to do is learn how to accept it, okay? And receive it, okay? Because you like to nurture others, but sometimes that can end up as neglect of self. You like to, anyway, I don't want to labor that. We're going to stay positive. What's the vibe? Bam, okay. So it might feel as though you're going to be, I would say, whipsawed as you go through this. It might feel as though you, Cancer, are probably sensing this very intuitively, that this is happening, as opposed to an intellectual or an academic awareness. You're feeling it on the inside in your body as a physiological experience. And it could be a little disorienting, like literally making you feel wobbly. So the general vibe, even though you are completely surrounded and protected and blessed by the energy of heaven, and it's literally, you're already swimming in the love pool, in the environment where you need to be, and it's saturation. Okay, it can still feel very weird, because if you're not used to that much energy, love energy, moving into your life, through your life, and out of your life, it can be very disorienting. If you've had a long history of abuse, if you've had a long history of being a workaholic or a self-medicator or someone who does a lot of caring but neglecting yourself, and you just thought, well, this is my life, this is who I am, that's what I do, and then you go in as Cancer Mark 1, you get on the conveyor belt at the beginning of the car wash, you go through the plastic gates, and you end up going through the big black box of the eclipses, and you come out of the eclipses as Cancer Mark 2, when you are inside the black box and they're doing all that refurbishment work on you, just pretend you're getting massaged and wiped down and hosed down by all these angels, and they're ripping out all the redundant stuff, and they're starting to get in there, tweak things, and put all the new cool stuff in. Great. It might feel very disorienting because it might set you off balance. This is a card of trying to hold balance when there's a lot of, let's say, turbulence. It looks like a sweet, benign, innocent card, but can actually indicate tremendous whipsaw energy when there's a lot of emotional turbulence. And as you get, let's say, shredded, ripped apart from your naturally sort of loving, nurturing, caring energy, it might be very disturbing for you, very destabilizing and emotionally upsetting, okay? As you try to hold yourself stable through the process. And when the new love energy comes in, like the high-grade premium stuff, because you haven't integrated it at that level before, it can almost feel, because it's so alien, it can be frightening to people. And that can induce a sense of fear, which would register in the physical body as like turbulence, which would trigger the physical body to have to try and find balance and equilibrium. So for you, Cancer, going through these eclipses, going through the refurbishment, going through the big black box of the eclipses and then coming out the other side, it might make you literally feel wobbly as you go through it. And that's okay. That's okay, because you might feel it very much on the emotional plane, like literally physiologically. Oh my God, I feel so upset. Whoa. And you get vertigo. Oh my God, that felt so good when they inserted that new program about super love. Whoa, that gave me vertigo. And so you end up having to live through the experience of being wobbly. But it's okay. It's okay. It's just part of the process. It's not going to last forever, but it is going to have a long trajectory, because the eclipses have a long-term effect and you can't escape them. There's no going back. So it's not like everything's just going to happen in August and then bammo, I am now the new Cancer Mark II. No. As soon as you come out and you live, as soon as you go through the big black box, like the car wash idea, and you get refurbished and you start to come out the other side, you'll realize that coming out the other side is just the beginning of a whole new life and a whole new journey. It's not like, oh, now I figured it out, we just go on from here. No, it's almost like being reborn and starting all over again. So what are you coming in with? Okay, stability issues, okay? You might be so, like, let's say, attached to what you know already, that's been working for you for a long time, even if it's redundant, even if it's obsolete. Like, you might be carrying a tremendous amount of self-defeating patterns, self-defeating behaviors that are not healthy, but it's all you know. And then when they start to get ripped away, it can feel very destabilizing. It's like the foundations of your life become unstable, even though the foundations are not all completely wholesome and healthy for you anyway. So that, again, that could add to the sense of being wobbly, the feeling of being wobbly going through the eclipse season, because it'll touch you at the very core of your sense of value. Like, who am I? What am I worth to myself? What am I worth to others? And stuff like that. So, because this is the Four of Pentacles, it's about value, it's about stability, it's about foundations. And you might be like coming into the eclipse season very aware already in advance, because of your intuition, that things are going to get wobbly, which might make you want to hold on to what you know already exists, even though it's, redundant. So we're just mentioning that, okay? And it's okay to do that. It's okay to want stability and seek stability and hold on to what works as you go through this, okay? So where does that lead us? Into the present, the now. So, okay, with the Tower here, it might feel like, oh my God, it really is true what they said on Tarot Lumination. My whole freaking life as I knew it, Cancer Mark I, is actually imploding and collapsing as And it was that wobbly feeling was that wobble before the earthquake, before the cataclysm. And it's no wonder you want to hold on to the foundations if you feel as though in your like the perpetual now that's going through this eclipse season right here, where it's going to like completely rip up your life, your world as you know it. Like Cancer Mark 1, obsolete, redundant, thank you very much. It's going to go to the recycling plant. And Cancer Mark 2 is coming out at the end of August, a completely new Cancer. But in the process of that, it could feel as though your whole world is getting shaken up, ripped up from the foundations onwards. But that's actually a good thing. It's almost like maybe Cancer, you needed this eclipse more than anybody. So the point is, like, from my perspective as your reader, Tarot Illumination here, Cancer, this is one of the most powerful healing cards because everything that is not good for you gets stripped away and allows the space for the new stuff to come in, which is actually a perfect way to be coming into the refurbishment. You know, there's the conveyor belt, you're chugging along, your car gets hooked up, your car is you, there's the plastic things, you go through that, and then you go through the big black box of the car wash, and the angels and everybody do all that refurbishing, and then you come out the other side. It's okay. That's basically how it all works. It just might be very disorienting for you as you live through the experience of, it's almost like you're already aware it's happening. It's almost like, what's that energy of die before you die? In other words, you want to hold on to what you know is working. You know it's destabilizing. You can feel like you can feel like how the process of refurbishment is going to be almost cataclysmic for you. So it's understandable, like you might want to hold on to something, but it's going to happen anyway. And so please treat the tower as a blessing, okay? Please don't be scared of the tower. It's actually working for you. Treat it as a divine gift from above, okay? Do not be scared of the tower. The best thing to do is almost like let go and let it happen, okay? So moving forward, as you actually go through, this is like happening to you as you enter into the eclipse season, let's say on that big full moon in early August. And then around the time of the full moon, you're going through the plastic walls and you're actually inside the black box now. So that would be this kind of energy here. So it might happen. I mean, do you see? It's like we've got some really, really strong energy here for you, Cancer. And yes, it might be very, very disorienting. But almost the moment that you make the transition from Cancer Mark 1, moving through that veil into the black box where they do the refurbishment, you almost instantaneously, through your deepest intuition, realize that this is the most amazing thing. It's absolutely amazing how the universe works in these manners. Like everything that's falling apart is supposed to fall apart. Oh, I get it now. Oh, wow, like they said on that Tarot Illumination channel, that's how it's supposed to be. Oh, cool. So, okay, so a whole pile of like scary stuff happened, and now I'm inside the box and like, oh my God, I get it. It's actually amazing being inside the refurbishment box because what can happen is you can get an almost instantaneous awareness about how awesomely valuable you really are. It's all about the value. It's all about the values. It's all about being able to come into full sovereignty of yourself. I'm not saying this is going to happen right now. What I'm feeling here for you, Cancer, is that you get an awareness of the King of Pentacles energy that is starting to manifest for real in your life, in your world. In other words, all the stability that you've been seeking for a lifetime, it's actually possible. All the vertigo and wobbliness that you might have been dealing with for many years is understandable. And everything that's falling apart is supposed to fall apart because everything's going to change to the point where you will have a much clearer understanding of how valuable you are, about how much mastery you do actually have over your dominion, over your over your world, about how much respect you have, about how much people love you in very tangible ways, and how much love you have, and how much, let's just say, sovereignty you have, like respect from others, where it's acknowledged now that you, dear Cancer, are almost like, not like the CEO, but like an owner, like like an owner of this vast empire of wealth that is all heart energy. There's no cups energies here except for the ultimate cup energy. It's almost like, can you see these two? Can you see how these are working together? In other words, even though this is like your personal experience and you know this is going to happen, you know you're going to go through the refurbishment, you realize very early on, even in early August and mid-August and through the end eclipse, that, my God, I really do have something to offer this world. I am this wealthy, I am this abundant, and I do have mastery over that amazingly tangible, awesome resource, which happens to be love, the most powerful and most valuable resource of all. Okay? So that's an amazing thing for you to have, Cancer, to own that, to be like a sovereign owner of that energy. That's amazing. And it could almost be overwhelming. Like you could almost like have an emotional breakdown of the realization of your own awesomeness. Sometimes it's shocking if you've been very self-demeaning, or you've lived through an awful lot of stuff where you've just been doing all the nurturing and you've never really realized how valuable you are in other people's eyes. And now you're becoming aware. It can be quite shocking. So how are you going to deal with this as you move through? You're going to let it happen in a way that's very, very, let's just say, regal, according to your stature, according to your true sovereign self. You, with a maximum sense of dignity and self-respect, are going to honor the truth of the new you. You are going to very graciously surrender the sword of like self-righteousness or any kind of belief systems that you thought were true for a long time and that you adhered to by law. You're going to allow those to gently dissolve and move away, and you're going to now allow the new King of Swords energy. Let's just say this is a form of energy, not a person. This is a new form. Let's say the King of Swords represents the highest grade, the highest quality softwares and programs and browser systems that are going to be part of your new refurbishment and upgrade. You are going to graciously accept these as they are, because these are very high quality, very powerful, and very effective programs, okay? Softwares and new programs that are part of your upgrade for Cancer Mark II. And so, even though, again, it might be a very wobbly experience, you do have the stature to be able to handle it. And you do have, and well, I don't say you do have it, but you are going to live as if you have a full understanding of what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. And you're going to just gracefully accept all these super high quality downloads that are coming to you from above. And even though these look like completely different anomalous cards in terms of energy, all I'm suggesting here is that the downloads are coming in. This is like the raw code, the raw data, the information, the new truths, the new understanding, the new wisdom, the new knowledge, the new capacity to be that for others. That's going to be coming into you. But ultimately, all of those new codes, all of those new softwares are all about the energy of love. So it's almost like you're going to be like a beacon, like a love beacon. Nothing more, nothing less. But for that to happen means a massive refurbishment where you understand the value of yourself and other people understand the value of you. And all the new codes, the new software systems coming into you are all about turning you, dear Cancer, into Cancer Mark II, the ultimate beacon and representative of love, the healing power of love, literally the energy of heaven, moving into you and through you and out of you, like you're a transceiver. the ultimate transceiver of the healing power of love. Okay, Cancer? So that's an awesome badge of honor to wear. That's a big, big crown to wear, a very big crown to wear. So it might feel that there's a lot of pressure on you to, if everyone is now seeing you as this regal person, which is again, something to do with the Leo North Node. In other words, for you, dear Cancer, living up to your self-worth, living up to the stature, living up to the truth of yourself, which is awesome, frankly, but it is a big responsibility to wear those crowns, to wear those robes, and conduct yourself with that degree of sovereignty. So that, I don't want to put a buzzkill on this reading, but that is a burden in some ways, okay? To wear the crown is a burden. It isn't just about being, oh, I'm awesome, I'm the king, I'm a ruler. It's a tremendous responsibility to be a carrier of, and a messenger and an instrument for the will of heaven, okay? It requires tremendous self-sacrifice. A lot of the times, these regal characters have endured tremendous self-sacrifice in order to wear the crown, okay? A lot of personal self-sacrifice in order to wear the crown for the public, their people, okay? So yeah, it's a big crown to wear. So what does this attract to you, the energy? Ha! It's like this is the ultimate happiness card. It's like you couldn't wish for anything better. And let's not spoil it. I don't want to mess this up. Whether you go along with the laws of attraction or not, it doesn't matter. If you feel like this ultimate card of happiness, the 10 of Cups, just literally just fell into your life, then great. Just accept it with gratitude. If you fully understand the laws of attraction, then you might understand that this is energy that you deserve. This is energy that you've probably been owed for a very long time, and now it's coming to you. And as you start to gently get used to being Cancer Mark II, this energy becomes more and more and more radiant to the point where you become a lighthouse. You're literally a lighthouse of love. And you're spreading that Cancerian family love energy of home and stability and security. You're radiating that in such a way that you can light it up for other people. You literally become a lighthouse. So that's a huge responsibility to be a lighthouse, to be an instrument of the healing power of love. Okay, so we're not joking around here like, oh, party, party, party. I'm happy, happy. I'm rich, I've scored. I got the coolest date. I got the coolest job. I got the coolest friends and family, whatever. No, this is much more about the deep, deep stuff, deep, deep inside. True, genuine happiness that comes from true, genuine love. Okay, so if you're not aware about how all this stuff works, and what you're hearing on the reading here is kind of like freaking you out, that's understandable. If you already have a deep intuition that this is sort of everything that you knew deep, deep down already, and you just needed affirmation from Tarot Lumination, then that's fine too. So as you go into it, intuitively, deep down, you would have had some kind of hope or wish about hoping this could happen at some point in your life, and now it's happening. How could it work out? And what would happen if it doesn't work out? So you would have this kind of energy. So it might make you feel like with the little 5 of Wands here, as though it's almost like it caught you off guard so much that, okay, let's say you are the new Cancer Mark II. It's not going to happen, click, just like that in August, and then you're fine again for the rest of your life. No. The trajectory of this reading goes on for many, 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 many months, okay? And so what happens, let's just say you've lived through the core refurbishment process, and you come out of it in September, in the middle of September, in that kind of time frame, and you're realizing, oh my God, that's incredible. I actually really am Cancer Mark II, just like they were talking about on that tarot channel. That's so cool. The thing is, though, it's such a huge change and shift in energy. These are such, um, they're very beautiful crowns and very beautiful robes to wear, but they are very heavy, okay? It's a very heavy burden. And yes, it can translate into the energy of joy and happiness in your life, in your world. But when you start to realize the implications of what it actually means to be like a lighthouse, a beacon, an instrument of the will of heaven, an instrument of the healing power of love, that can be a little bit of a shocker, where you might actually be battling inside of yourself with, like, wait a minute, am I really expected to resonate at this level? Am I being really called upon to do that? I'm not sure if I want to do it. And you could almost like want to back out. It's almost like saying, wait a minute, this is actually too much. This is way too much. And I thank you very much for all this awesome refurbishment. But if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind just going back to being Cancer Mark 1 at least quite a bit. Because I'm not sure if I can handle being Cancer Mark 2 straight out of the box. So you might be fighting with yourself about how to understand and wear the crown, wear the robes, and radiate this kind of love energy around you, because it might make you feel like it's okay. There's a lot of surrender here. Like when you become an instrument of the will of heaven, it's almost like you have to be completely egoless. So, and that can be shocking because, like, if your whole life and identity has already been matched up with, Cancer Mark 1, and now you're essentially being forced to become Cancer Mark 2. It's like you're going to battle with yourself. But it's okay. Don't be scared of it. You're hoping that you can overcome this challenge, okay? It's not a big deal, all right? And you're scared that you might not handle it. It's not a big deal. This card is not a problem here. You're going to handle it okay. Where does this take things, okay? Oh, my God. Cancer, you're freaking lucky in this reading. It's going to take you to places you've never seen and never known before. It's a golden opportunity because the stuff, even though you might be scared of becoming Cancer Mark 2 and you might be battling with the whole, like, well, what does this mean? What does it mean now? Like, you're telling me, Tarot Illumination, that I have to be this freaking instrument of the will of heaven? What are you telling me? Why can't I just do my day job and, like, hang out with my friends and family like I love to do? And then you're realizing, oh my God, it's a huge opportunity. It's a huge responsibility, but it works and it's real and you will grow into it. Remember, this is just starting right now, going through August and coming into September. All this refurbishment process, it's just the beginning. And when you come out as the new Mark II, it's going to open up a whole new world of possibilities for you. Tangible, real things in your life. Good love, good relationships, stability, money, wealth, all the good things that anyone would want in their lives that might equate to worldly happiness, not just soul happiness. So it's an awesome reading. I better shut up now because we're already going over time. And I'm sorry if I got a little bit carried away, but this is a very strong reading for you, Cancer, and I hope you make the best of it. Thank you for coming to Tarot Illumination. I'm doing whatever I can to help you. Please read for your sun, your moon, and rising, and have an awesome, awesome August. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye, Cancer. Bye-bye. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.